Hello, my wonderful Virgos. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, so we have two cards here. The Ten of Wands showed up in reverse, so I'm just going to keep it that way. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. Okay. So, Ten of Wands in reverse, it's actually a positive energy, and I'll tell you why. There is something, some sort of a weight or some sort of a very heavy load that you're releasing. So, you may be feeling more at ease this week, or there could be some sort of a responsibility that you have been carrying for a very long time, and you're finally releasing it this week. Okay, Virgo. So, we have the Seven of Cups as well. So some of you are, what has felt burdensome for you is like the emotional confusion in a connection, or maybe someone who was just very confusing, right? They would tell you the right things, or they would tell you something completely different from how they would, or what they would do. Like there's some sort of confusion that you're releasing, or you're releasing a situation that has just caused you to continuously play the guessing game here. Now, this is a very specific message, Virgo, but some of you could have been involved, okay, in a connection where you felt like there were constant illusions, right? Not only did you have questions, but you were constantly wondering what was going to happen next. You constantly questioned whether what you thought was real or whether what you thought was actually going hand in hand with the reality of a situation. And that has completely drained you. Or it has taken you to the point of, I never want to be involved in something like this, or this feels so heavy, I want to release it. You've tried for a very long time, or you've tried very hard to figure this person or this situation out, but there's something that you're choosing to release. So it may be a little bit of a bittersweet feeling, right? Maybe you're not excited to release it because, obviously it could be you wanted something more, you wanted something to work out with this person, but it also feels good to release what you can't control. Just the stress of trying to control a situation, or the stress of wanting to know what's going on, but you feel like someone's intentionally confusing you, or you don't have control over it, and it could have caused you to feel very powerless. What I see is something that you're releasing, that is, yes, going to make you feel more at ease. And I feel for many of you, it's like something you've been questioning for quite some time. And either you're figuring out the answer, or you're just telling yourself, I no longer want to question this. If I'm supposed to know the answer, sure. But if I'm not going to continue feeling drained or feeling consumed by trying to figure this person or this situation out. So really what I'm getting here, Virgo, is some of you are at a place of surrendering. Okay. So let's see. I also feel here, guys, that this is very specific also, but with the Ten of Wands in reverse, as well as the Seven of Cups, you may feel very exhausted by someone who is not taking accountability for their actions, like, or taking responsibility where it's due. Because the Ten of Wands upright is, you may have a lot on your plate, but you're handling what you need to handle. But the Ten of Wands in reverse could be completely avoiding something, or not handling your responsibilities, or not taking accountability, and it could cause you to feel very drained. Okay, that's the case for some of you. So we have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Page of Swords. You may work with this person, okay, or they're familiar with what you do for work. But as far as the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, I do feel like this is someone who is very curious about you. Page of Swords is that energy of spying, or, keeping tabs, being very strategic when it comes to how to work things out with you. So I'm going to start off by seeing how they are viewing you this week. Okay. Three of Wands. Someone who's very distant from them is how they're viewing you. I mean, yeah, I could read it as this person is viewing you as your back turned towards a situation, but they feel like you're creating some sort of distance here. You're choosing to either shift your focus, but they just view it as you are in the process, or they're viewing you as in the process of choosing a direction that you are going in, but they also feel like you've decided on that. So in the past, you may have been a little bit uncertain, or you may have felt that you weren't really making a firm decision when it came to completely moving forward. And it could be because you didn't want to give up on this person or this situation. But there's something about them viewing you as, you know what, Virgo has chosen a direction to go in. And I think they're at the point of no return. They definitely feel the distance between the both of you. And they're thinking about connecting with you, but they feel like it would require a lot of strategy. It's like they're not able to easily come up with how to reconnect with you or what to say to you. Mm. There's something about the future that this person has questions about. Because the Three of Wands could be like planning for the future. So they're wondering if you guys are going to reconnect. They're wondering, what does the future really hold? Is there a chance that Virgo and I could come together? Or is that something that I feel like is, far fetched? Two of Wands, followed by the Knight of Cups in the challenge position. Hmm. Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups in the challenge position, guys, like this person feels like an apology or coming forward to express how they feel would change things or change the dynamic. The reason why they feel like it would change the dynamic is the Two of Wands has a lot to do with having control or power in a situation, in a positive way, where you're able to actually change the dynamic or you're able to change what you don't like. So they feel like if they were to reach out to you or if you're connecting with them, they feel like if they were to be more open with you emotionally, it could possibly change something in the dynamic. But here's what's interesting, those two cards are coming out in the challenge position, which means this person faces challenges with either being vulnerable or they are struggling with apologizing for some sort of wrongdoing here. And it's interesting because they know or they feel that it could change something in this dynamic, but they're having a hard time doing so. And they're acknowledging the distance between you both. But when it comes to figuring out the right thing to say or figuring out how to maybe deliver or communicate something to you, they're struggling with that. That's why those cards are coming up in the challenge position. How are you viewing them? Eight of Cups. You may view this, or you may be viewing them as someone who actually walked away from you, or you may feel like they chose to kind of abandon the situation here. And it wasn't really your decision, but it was something you had to accept. And for others of you, on the flip side, you viewing them in the Eight of Cups energy could be you viewing them as someone you need to walk away from or you want to emotionally detach from. Because I will say there's this very realistic point of view on your end of like, something is missing, or I've been trying to work on this connection, but it's constantly been confusing. Like there's something here that, yes, has been feeling very repetitive, but you also feel like it's not going to change. And the only thing you can do to create some sort of change is walk away, even if it's just for the time being. And so, with the Eight of Cups, you are viewing them as like you're trying to emotionally detach from the situation. And you are viewing this person as someone who's more determined to walk away from you as opposed to own up or take accountability for something that possibly caused a lot of hurt between the both of you. Because the Ten of Wands in reverse, as well as the Seven of Cups being your first card, kind of tells me all I need to know, right? It's you feeling like someone is not taking responsibility. It's you feeling like, yes, this is confusing how things ended, but I think I need to accept it and move on because the more I try to figure it out, I get more frustrated or I become more frustrated. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords in your feelings and the Devil. You're moving away from a situation that feels unhealthy. If it's not just the situation, guys, there's something about connecting with this person that triggers you or causes something to resurface within you, right? So, kind of the same thing in other words, but I feel like there's something about connecting with this person that causes something to resurface in you that just doesn't feel good. And so, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, but the Devil, it's like You may feel like you've had a very unhealthy attachment to this person, or there's just a very unhealthy pattern between the both of you. So it's you acknowledging, okay, this is not good for me. This doesn't feel healthy. So I need to move away. Yes, I'm leaving behind something that, or someone in this case that has meant a lot to me, but I need to look out for myself. This is continuously draining me. There's something here that is just not changing. If I had seen the changes, then maybe I could, continue to dabble in this, but I'm not seeing the changes. So not only are you being very honest with yourself, I truly feel, Virgo, that you have been involved in a connection that has been very draining and you have been dealing with it for quite some time. Even if the relationship was over, you were dealing with it emotionally and mentally long after the relationship actually ended. And you're starting to acknowledge this is draining me. This is not something I want to feel all the time or ever again. Like I want to heal from this. And so we have the Page of Wands in your feelings and we have the Ten of Cups. Some of you are manifesting something new for yourself, or there's this very exhausted energy that is ultimately stemming from a place of, I just want to be happy. I just want a stable connection, right? So there's something new you want for yourself, but you feel like you have to move away from what no longer serves you. The other very specific thing that I'm getting, Virgo, is that in this connection, or I should say, this connection could have really changed your outlook or things within you. Like, you may have been introduced to, for example, behaviors that you have never experienced before, or this situation is something that you have never, like you've never ever been involved in anything like this before. Like you were introduced to something new that felt negative. It was like, why did I have to experience this? Like if you were in a connection but you were dealing with someone who was battling their own issues or addictions, maybe you have never been put in that space prior. So it's like, okay, this is new to me, but it also doesn't feel so great. It's draining me. But there's something about you not wanting to give up on the situation, not wanting to give up on this person, but you're getting to a point where you're like, can I actually keep going, or do I have no choice but give up? And with the Page of Wands as well as the Ten of Cups, there's something about you wanting to be happy. I do feel that there's this emotional connection. You still very much feel with this person, but there's also an energy of, again, you acknowledging this is not right or this is unhealthy. And if things keep progressing this way, it's going to backfire on me in the long run. So the Two of Wands is being clarified by the Five of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups, Four of Swords. This person feels like you're very exhausted to the point where you're just letting things be. So either you communicated this to this person and that's how they know, or they're assuming this based off of your actions here, Virgo. The reason being, it's almost like, okay, in the past you were fighting for this connection. In the past they view you as someone who would always try to find a solution, who would always try to be the bigger person, but now they see that you're not really doing anything. It's kind of like, okay, well, if you want to do that, you want to say that, I'm just going to let it be, right? So what this is resulting in is them starting to understand how exhausted really that you feel. And with the Five of Cups clarifying the Two of Wands, again, this person feels like they know, or they're able to somewhat change the dynamic between the both of you. But then a part of them feels like they disappointed you to the point of no return. They've disappointed you to the point of, well, Virgo's not going to see me in a different light. There's no way that Virgo is going to be pleased with me again. When you call this person out, or when you're disappointed in this person, there's a lot of shame that they feel. I don't know why that's coming through, but like they can I feel like this is someone who takes your opinion very seriously, whether you're aware of this or not, or there's something about letting you down that really causes this person to feel very little or very small. Right. So, like, for example, if in the early stages of this connection, you were cherishing them because of how they made you feel, that meant a lot to them. So when they let you down and and your energetic shift was visible to them, it's like it's really affecting them. Like someone really feels that when they disappoint you, it's something that they can't seem to let go of. It's something that like really emotionally impacts them. And they feel like they let you down. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in their feelings and the Lovers. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini. Yeah, I believe this person can't deny, wow, the Sun card as well as the Eight of Swords. They can't deny how they feel towards you. And it's someone who wants to reconnect with you. You have the Eight of Swords there. They're stuck in your energy, Virgo. Like this week, they can't stop thinking about you. They're thinking about you much more frequently than maybe you would anticipate. And I also feel with the Lovers and the Sun card, this person is realizing that their happiness is with you. You know, they're viewing you as a soulmate. They're viewing you as someone that they feel very connected to. But the Sun card and the Eight of Swords, the way the download is coming through to me, Virgo, is like someone who feels stuck between their past and also feeling, or the reason why they feel stuck is because, yes, it has a lot to do with the past that they share with you, but it's the fact that you still make them happy. It's the fact that they still want something new with you, but they feel stuck because they know they let you down. And just being transparent here, guys, like this person may want to reconnect with you, but they don't feel deserving of it. Like the Sun card and the Eight of Swords could be like when you know you want something or you know something can make you very happy, but the Eight of Swords, you're in your own way, or there's quite literally some sort of negative thoughts that are impacting your ability to believe that you can actually attain what it is that you want, or you're actually deserving of what it is that you're asking for. So we have the Knight of Wands followed by the Ten of Pentacles and the potential outcome. What's the Knight of Wands? The Six of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups twice. Wow. I mean, Knight of Wands, this could be like an offer or something that happens very unexpectedly. With the Six of Cups, it's definitely like a past or an ex lover reconnecting with you. But Ten of Pentacles being clarified by the Seven of Cups, guys, I don't feel like you being confused is changing. I feel like there's some sort of clarity that you're still seeking in the potential outcome. You know, like even if you and this person are connecting, there are things that you still have questions about, or there's something here that you feel like, well, I'm connecting with you now, but you still haven't cleared up what has gone in what has gone down in the past. There are still some sort of illusions that you are having a hard time seeing past. King of Wands, the Fool card, okay, and the Five of Pentacles. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, right, Virgo, but I could tell you what the cards are showing me here. It's, yes, connecting with someone, but it's connecting with someone where you feel like you're still not gaining a sense of clarity. It's connecting with someone and feeling like you still have questions. It's connecting with someone at a completely different time, but nothing has changed, or you feel like something is still the same. And I feel like for many of you, it has a lot to do with emotional confusion or clarity. Like maybe this person has changed in terms of they're more consistent with you, or you know, they're putting forth more effort. But when you have the Seven of Cups twice in the same spread, and the Seven of Cups is coming out in the potential outcome, there's something here that you're still going to be questioning, right? So you could be choosing to abandon this situation, or you could be choosing to communicate with this person, but letting them know that they don't have access to you the way that they used to in the past. So pretty much setting some sort of clear boundaries, because I feel like they want to reconnect with you because they're very stuck on you mentally. But Seven of Cups is like a lack of clarity, or what felt confusing in the past is not really being you're not really gaining clarity on it in the outcome. It seems to me that you're still questioning it, which means this person is trying to patch something up with you, but they're not really acknowledging things that you're curious about, or the things that didn't make sense to you in the past. So it's like wanting to make something up to you or reconnect with you, but the way that they want to do it is how I see this. Okay. So, my wonderful Virgos, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.